Hello, Dawgpound South campers. This is the Cleveland Browns Dawgpound South podcast, part of the Fanatical Elves Network, part of the Fans First Sports Network. I'm your host, Steve Gill. What the heck is this guy doing? It's Thursday. It's not Sunday or Monday. Why is he doing a podcast? Well, it's draft day. Everybody's favorite should be national holiday. I don't know why it isn't. Schools should be out. Banks should be closed. Post offices should not be delivering the mail. This should be a national holiday. I'm just kidding. Well, this year it seems very exciting because Browns finally have a first-round draft pick after 3 years of wandering the wasteland of NFL drafts. I am personally happy we have a first-round pick, and we had the number 2 pick. If you weren't paying attention, and I know you were, so I didn't even need to tell you that. So what's going to happen tonight? Who the heck knows? All I know is a lot of my fellow Fanatical Elves podcasters are going to actually be at the stadium for the Journey concert. I am going to go to my local Browns backer club. I got their t-shirt on, the Middle Tennessee Browns backers. They're premiering a new bar tonight, and I can't wait to see it. I'm going to go support my club. Middle Tennessee Browns backers. If you're ever in Nashville, that's the name of the club to go. There are a few other imposters that are around the city, but the Middle Tennessee Browns backers, the original Browns backer club in Nashville, Tennessee, founded in 1988. So we are the oldest and the best. So anyway, tonight, number 2 pick. A lot of stuff floating around on social media. A lot to talk about. Do they take Travis Hunter? Do they take Abdul Carter? Are they going to trade down? Are they going to trade back up to get their quarterback? Well, let's just clear the air on some of these. First of all, I'm hearing conflicting reports about the Steelers taking a quarterback. I've been telling you they weren't going to take a quarterback because that's what somebody told me. Now you're hearing that I was under the impression that I had heard the interview that he did with the Steelers did not go well. Now I'm hearing, and I can't make this 100%, so this might be just posturing by the Steelers, letting some stuff sneak out, that they're interested in taking Jalen Milroe with the 21st pick. I mean, I like Jalen Milroe as a day 2 pick, but not as a first-round pick. I mean, I've seen him as low as the 60th at 6-0 player in the draft. So, that's third-round territory. I know the Browns like him. And I in my latest mock draft, I had him at 33 because you already got Flacco and you already got Pickett. You can let him learn and see what he can do. And then you don't have to do the 5th-year option. A lot of people are saying, well, they got to trade back up into the first round to get that 5th-year option. I really don't think Andrew Berry cares about the 5th-year option. I really don't. It could be beneficial, and it could also be not a good thing. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I remember when they exercised the 5th-year option on the Titans, that is, on Marcus Mariota's 2020, which led to them not re-signing Jack Conklin, and we all know what happened then. Then about week 2 or 3, he was replaced by Ryan Tannehill, who the Titans had traded for with Miami, and Miami was glad to get rid of him. And the rest is history. So they actually wasted a 5th-year option on a quarterback that they were going to let go in the first place. And it took them all the way down to the deadline to sign him to that 5th-year option, to offer that, to pick up that option. So they weren't sure. Somebody in their front office wasn't sure. I mean, they picked up the 5th-year option on Newsome. They let the one on Jedrick Wills expire. So, 5th-year options could be a benefit, and they could also be a bad thing. If the quarterback, if he's not good enough, you should know in 2 years. And if he's good, you're gonna re-sign him anyway, and you're gonna And if he has a fifth-year option, you're going to pick it up anyway. If he's good. If he's bad, boom, he's gone. You can get rid of him. Other things I'm hearing. The Giants, they're staying at 3. They are fully convinced that the Browns are going to take Hunter. They want Abdul Carter. Giants want Abdul Carter. And then I heard an interesting rumor that the Giants are going to try to trade back into the round to get Jackson Dart. Okay. Fine. That's what you want. Go for it. New England has no desire to trade up to the number 2 pick. I heard that too. They're happy sitting there at 4. So what about the Browns? What are you thinking on the Browns? Either at 2 or at number 3. Let's take a quick break. Okay, I do know, they've had their 30 visits. Some were virtual, but the Minnesota tackle, and I'm probably going to murder his name, so I'll just go by his last name. Ursary. Ariante Ursary. He had a visit to the Berea, and someone pointed out to me that his visit was considerably longer than the other visits that they had, which is kind of interesting. If you think about it, if they're thinking they're going to get their quarterback on day 3, like your Kyle McCord or your Will Howard or somebody along those lines, they might, and they keep 33, they might pick him at 33. Just don't be shocked if they do. But just remember, he had a longer visit than any other of the players who came in for visits or for virtual visits. Now, the big rumor is Dallas wants to move up. So they're at 12. Well, I also heard that the 3 teams after the Giants, see, that would be 4, 5, and 6. They would also like to move up. Jacksonville has made it known at 5. They want to do something bold tonight. So keep that in mind. So would you trade down the Browns? And everybody uses this phrase, Godfather offer. Basically, what you're doing is when you trade down, you're passing on 4. And this is it for this draft. There are 4 elite players in this draft. And you have the Genty kid, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and Abdul Carter. They are the 4. After that, talent level falls down. Will the Browns take a running back? No. Way too early, and this draft is way too deep. They'd rather get 2 running backs that they're paying day 2 or, round 3 and round 6 level salary. So that's what they're looking. So those are your 4 elite players. The offer has to be good enough to convince you not to take one of those 4 players. And in the case of the Browns, it would be Hunter or Carter. So that's the type of offer you're looking at. So what if they went down to 5? What if they went down to 5 and then traded again and went down to 12? This is where it could get interesting. If that were to happen, go down to 5 and then go down to 12, or go down to, Giants aren't moving, New England's not moving. So would have to, your next level is Jacksonville if you're trading down. It wouldn't surprise me if they took a quarterback at 12. They're out of the top 10, and you could get somebody you want. Now, I have never fully been convinced that the Browns like Shedeur Sanders. I've never been convinced of it. There's just something about the way they talk about him that just, I don't know. I kind of read between the lines, and it doesn't make much sense to me that they would like him. I know a lot of fans, A month ago it was Sanders or, give me Sanders or give me death. Now it's give me Hunter or give me death. So I don't know, but they do like Jackson Dart, and they do like Milroe. Milroe, that would be way too early for Milroe. Way too early. Jackson Dart, on the other hand, I could see it. So if you get out of the top 10, say you do a trade with Jacksonville, you pick up some picks, ship out some picks, and then you do another trade with Dallas and you get some more picks, hopefully a fifth and some thirds and maybe an extra second. Then yeah, you do that. You take Jackson Dart, and then you have pick number 33. You don't get rid of that pick. That pick stays. That is the most valuable pick in this draft. Everybody says the number 1 is. No, it isn't. Number 33 is the best pick because they usually go on runs. Say a third running back is drafted in the first round by some team. Other teams are going to get a little antsy, and they're going to think, uh-oh, I better get my running back now or he won't be there day 2. That's why pick number 33 is so important. It is the most valuable pick in this draft because whoever is not taken in the first, if there's a run on like corners or safeties or offensive linemen, tackles, defensive tackles, edge players, there could be a run on edge players because that's such a vital position in the modern NFL, pass rushing. So I could see a run of some kind of position and forcing other players down into the second round. So say the Browns pick up a Jackson Dart with a double trade down. Then on the second pick, you can get this Urtsey kid at 33. And then you might have extra picks to play with. This is all hypothetical. I mean, I haven't heard anything concrete, and I won't hear anything concrete because the Browns are very close to the vest. But they have talked to teams. The one thing you can guarantee is Tennessee is going to take Cam Ward. I see where they signed a veteran wide receiver from Seattle today, which makes perfect sense. If you're going to have a rookie quarterback, you want to give him experienced wide receivers or tight ends. Usually a team will sign a veteran tight end because they're the best friend of a rookie quarterback. But Lockett, that's who they did. So now they've got Lockett as their veteran wide receiver. He is going, by the way, in fantasy, if this kid starts Cam Ward, Lockett's going to be catching most of the passes. So, because he is going to become his best friend. It's like Hollywood Higgins was to Baker Mayfield. Same thing. So, personally, I think the Browns will stay at 2. I don't think they're going to try to get back into the first round. Andrew Berry's never done it before. They would have to give up draft capital. But if Jacksonville really, really wants to get up into the, up to 2, convince them, make them an offer that they just can't refuse. That's where the Godfather thing comes from. But it would have to be pretty substantial because you're going to be passing on very good talent. Now, would I be upset if they took Hunter? No, I wouldn't be upset. The only thing I question is he missed games in college. He's 6 foot, 180 pounds. That's a little slight. How many snaps is he going to get in as a wide receiver? I mean, I have worries about him. I've heard that there are worries about the Browns have a small worry about Abdul Carter. They don't think his worth ethic is to the standards of a number 2 pick. That's the only thing they're worried about. They're not worried about his injuries. Someone did tell me that they like him because selecting him would be, and this is the word he used, devastating to other teams' offenses. So I'm still sticking Abdul Carter. I don't know why. There it is right there. Abdul Carter, no matter what. I'm still sticking with that. But like I said, I'm not going to hold my breath if they take Hunter. Just use him right. Use him as a wide receiver. build him up a little bit. He needs a little more better upper body. But that slight frame just bothers the heck out of me. And unlike Carter, he actually missed games because of injury in college. So whatever happens, I'm still going to root for the Browns. I'm not going to go online and threaten to never watch the Browns again or go root for Buffalo or whatever. I'm a Browns fan. I've seen him make terrible picks in the past. I've seen him make damn good picks in the past. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to sit and enjoy. I'm going to eat some food, drink a beer, and sit around and talk with fellow Browns fans who live here in Nashville, Tennessee. And I hope all of you have an excellent viewing location, whether you're going downtown to listen to Journey or you're going to your local Browns Backers Club. I follow a lot of them on social media, and every one of them's having a draft party. If you're a member of a local Browns Backer Club, go support them. This is the time to support them when the Browns have the number 2 pick. All right, everybody have a great draft day. I'm going to try to live stream before the pick tonight at the Green Light. That's the bar here in Nashville. Give them a little plug. So everybody have a great draft day. This has been the Cleveland Browns Dawgpound South podcast, part of the Fanatical Elves Network, part of the Fans First Sports Network. And as always, I like to thank you for watching, listening, subscribing, and following us here at the Fanatical Elves Network, because, we're just Browns fans like you. So everybody enjoy the night. I'll be back tomorrow with another update to talk about whatever happens tonight. I hope it's exciting, and I hope everybody enjoys themselves. And as always, go Browns.